Hi, my name is Paul Davis, and in this video I'll show you how to go from this to this. Everyone loves messing around with a looper pedal, and it's a wonderful tool to make music, mock up ideas and let the creative juices flow. But how can we turn those ideas into actual music or a song that people can listen, stream and enjoy instead of letting it loop for 1,000 times before you decide it's time to move on to something different? Let me give you my top tips to help you out. So I was messing around with these 4 simple chords. And here's tip number 1. When I jam, I always try to settle with things quickly. If you don't make choices, nothing happens and it all stays too vague for too long. So make decisions and stick with them. So having these chords play, that's okay, but just 4 chords isn't really a thing. So I always try to find something catchy, and that is tip number 2, write a hook. Something recognizable that catches the ears of the listener, and we call that a hook. Something that folks whistle when they do groceries. Very annoying, but very good for getting your song engraved in people's minds. So I was just improvising, trying to find some melodies that work nice over these 4 chords. And I guess I settled with something like this. So now I had this playing and I looked to my side and I felt this itch. This itch was that I could finally, after 2 years, put my favorite synthesizer on a stand instead of having it in its bag. You see, besides guitars, I also love synthesizers very much. So I slapped it on, I jammed some sweet lines over these 4 chords. Something like this. That is just pretty awesome. But there's one problem, because it's very difficult to instantly switch from the synth to the guitar when you're playing with a regular looping pedal. So here is tip number 3. Learn to use a DAW, and this is the biggest tip I can give aspiring musicians. This is how almost all music is recorded nowadays, on a computer. And really, you don't need crazy expensive stuff. I'm almost positive that your PC or laptop can run programs like Ableton Live, Reaper, Pro Tools, whatever. As you might know, I like to use a program called Ableton Live, so I fired it up, threw the guitars in and recorded some synth parts along with the guitars. And using such a program is really not that difficult. It may seem like it is in the beginning, but the hardest part is learning how to connect the guitar or your instrument to the computer. And I made a video explaining exactly that, which you can check out over here. So, we've got the synth pad. And now the plugs, little melody. Synthesizer. Now there's a swell coming up. So I added those little parts, and the reason why guitar looping often ends up sounding just like a bunch of guitars instead of a real song is because it's just one instrument with a limited range of sonic possibilities. Of course, guitar pedals can help out a bunch, but an easier way is tip number 4, adding different textures and registers, for example, drums and bass. So I added a bass for the lower registers, the bass sound, and instead of grabbing a bass guitar, I used the synthesizer again. I just love it. Yes. So, and besides the bass, another thing guitar often lacks is a percussive sound. We can add some body percussion, slaps and stuff, but it's often too limited to turn it into a full drum sound for a song on the radio. So I added some drums in here. I feel kind of obliged to say that this track is going into a certain direction, but these tips apply for any kind of music you're after, from acoustic pop to heavy metal or even EDM. This melody just asked for something big and bold, hence the direction we're going in. Anyway, let's continue. So now we can really hear that the sound is coming together nicely. It's really taking the shape of a song pretty much, but instrumentals are fine, but a song actually implies there is some singing going on, right? So tip number 5, get yourself some vocals. So if you can sing, I mean, bless you, I love you, and I suggest you do it yourself, but if you can't, like me, ask someone that can. So at this point of making this track, I could only think of one person that would be awesome to have, and that is Rachel K. Collier, a wonderful musician that does a lot of live looping, synthwave music. So I reached out hoping that she would say yes. Hey, Rachel! What's up?
Hey, how's it going? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's been a long time, so I was really hoping to ask you to sing something for me.
Oh my god, yes, I would love to.
I'm not in touch with my emotions, so I can't write lyrics.
I don't believe it.
No, but it would be an honor for me to have you sing on this track.
Oh my god, no pressure.
I will send the project over as soon as possible.
I'll just do some like gibberish lyrics for now.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Yeah.
Talk
See you
soon.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So I sent the entire project over and we had a lot of chats about the direction I wanted to go in and her ideas as well. And after a short while, I got some rough ideas from her and I just flipping loved it, what she did. So she turned it from basically sort of a backing track into an actual song that got stuck in my head for the next 2 weeks. I let Rachel show you all the sweet vocal tricks she did because she did a whole lot of crazy stuff. She made a video about everything she did. So check it out, links below, give her a follow, give her a like, and yeah, say hi. Let's have a listen to the vocals. There's a lot of vocal tracks going on. How cool is that? So meanwhile, there's a lot of stuff going on as well for the guitars. I added some. Woo! So there we are, cool. But what sets looping and a song apart is the structure that often lacks in looping. So tip number 6, understand song structure, and we need that structure. When looping, you can basically only build up on the same set of chords until there's not much room left. So for a song, you actually want to build towards a chorus of some kind, and that's exactly what we did. We go from the chorus, little breakdown. So during the verse, things are slowly building up already, slowly adding sounds and layers so the listener get a good sense of direction and the sense that something is happening. So when a song feels stationary, it can become very boring and people just skip away your song, and we don't need that. So we gotta pique their interest, slowly getting bigger and more exciting until the chorus drops. So we also do that in the second verse, adding a lot of cool stuff. You see, so there is something happening in verse 2 already. And now, my favorite part. Woo! So the thing is, the entire song is just the same 4 chords over and over again. So it's basically pretty much, it started out as guitar looping and then I added some synths and some drums, but you can still see it as a guitar, as a looping. So here's the tag, the bridge sort of, you know. So for this track I was really in doubt, should I put a guitar solo in or not, and actually I'm very happy I did. So the sound is a little bit, it's a synth wave, synth poppy sound, and there's a lot of guitars in the song actually, and I really wanted to blend the synth and the guitar parts into one. And I think I succeeded pretty much. And this guitar solo is basically just an extension of the bridge sang by Rachel. I think she's singing the 9. Yeah. And the guitar solo also starts on that same 9, but then she's going down and I'm going up. So I think it's pretty awesome. I think it blends perfectly in the entire synth setting. And then there's another chorus instrumental with a sort of guitar solo on top playing the hook basically. Let's have a listen. And then it trails off. So and there, well, you basically have it. There's a few more things. So all you have to do is mix the song once you recorded it. So everything sounds good together. EQ-wise, spectrum-wise, left, right, panning, all the stuff. So I mixed this track myself. I got everything from Rachel. She mixed the vocals and I just put them on the track and, you know, tweaked everything until it sounded great. I finished this track within 2 weeks from the day I started. Just how nice is it to actually finish something? I'm personally very happy with the result actually, and I think there's also been songs I just finished but I wasn't that stoked about, but still happy that I finished them. So tip number 7 is just finish stuff and stop putting stuff on the shelves. Just publish it, mix it, and the next time you'll mix it better. The next song will be better anyway, so you can't get better if you never do it. So really put it out there, make it, finish it, and move on. And that's such a valuable thing to do. And luckily, I've got my weekly sort of videos that help me with deadlines. I just had to finish the song to upload it to the stores. Get artwork sorted all in time 1 week before you're seeing this video. So right now it is available in all the stores, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, whatever. Check it out. The song is titled Paul Davids and Rachel K. Collier, Sugarcoated. And it would be an absolute delight if you can just listen to it once in a while, save it to your playlist for workout, for fitness, for doing chores, whatever. And of course share it on Instagram in your stories, tagging me at Paul Davids Guitar and Rachel Collier at Rachel K. Collier. And give us a follow, that would be absolutely awesome and sublime. I hope you liked it and thank you so much for watching everyone, and Rachel for the vocals, Jolette Luidijk for the artwork, and Jean-Paul Robert for the master. You guys are awesome and you made it possible. Have a wonderful day and I hope to see you next time. Cheers.